2, Boone. Lane 3, Space Coast. Lane 4, Holy Names. Lane 5, Manatee County. And Lane 6, Tampa Prep. Beautiful water conditions down here, perfectly flat. It's about as nice as it could be for this Petite final of the girls Varsity 4. About to see that red flag come up. There it is, and it is down. We have a start here in the Petite final of the girls Varsity 4. Coming out early is Holy Names in lane 5. Manatee County in lane 5. Tricking me with the uniforms being pretty similar. Going with them is Holy Names in lane 4, as well as the boat up in, looks like lane 3, Space Coast. Yes, Space Coast. And just tremendous. Really fun to be these coxswains laying down in the bows of those boats. It makes me kind of want to jump in one right now. New leader is lane 4, Holy Names. About a foot advantage over Space Coast in lane 3 that has about a foot on Manatee County in lane 5 at 250. For these coxswains, there's not a ton of wind out here, so I can really hear what's going on. I can hear the coxswains letting their ladies know where they stand, what they need to do to try to win this Petite final in the girls Varsity 4. Your leader is Holy Names. They're in a dark blue boat. They have navy blue blades with what almost looks like a script A on them in gold. Now on second place, Space Coast. Space Coast up there in lane 3 in a white boat with their blue blades, light blue blades of Space Coast. And they are kind of what I've seen from all these Space Coast crews, really letting the boat move under them on the recovery. A very controlled recovery from that second place Space Coast boat as we move into the second 500. Coming through the red buoy line at 500, it is still a deck lead for Holy Names in front of the boat from Space Coast. Space Coast with 3/4 of a length on third place Manatee County. Manatee County rowing in a black Resolute with white blades. They are in lane 5. They have about a half a length advantage on fourth place Boone up in lane 2. Your top four as we approach the halfway point in the Petite final of the women's Varsity 4. And guess what? We have a real battle up front now. It was a deck advantage or so for Holy Names, and now it's a foot lead for your new leader, Space Coast. We'll leave these ladies off in about 6 more strokes to the halfway red buoy line, and it's going to be the slimmest of possible margins for Space Coast, about a half a seat, maybe a foot over Holy Names at that point. Holy Names then with a full length over too close to call for third and fourth. Great race going on between Boone High School and Manatee County in lanes 2 and 5 respectively. I'll give it to you at the finish line, Joe. Good race in the Petite final of the Varsity 4 for the women. Excellent, thank you.
Okay, we're seeing a very, very nice race. The crew from Space Coast is really very relaxed on recovery, and this relaxation is allowing the boat to really run out, as David was talking about. And you can see how they're understroking everybody and continuing to move away. So we've got ourselves a great race with Space Coast having open water, and then the crew close to them is Holy Names, and they're in second place. And then in third place is Boone High School. All right, as they're coming down into the last 350 meters, the crew with the bright blue unis and the bright blue oars makes it very easy for the announcers. Thank you. and they have a lead coming into the last 250 meters. The crew to the north of them, or to the rather far shore, Boone High School is trying to move in for second place. Holy Names is really hanging on, though. And Manatee County is trying to assert themselves, see if they can place third ahead of Boone. But right now, the really smooth and long crew from Space Coast is really asserting themselves very nicely in this Petite final. And it looks like Holy Names is going to be there for third. And Boone High School maybe in there for fourth. Or correction, for third. And there goes Space Coast, nice and smooth. Boone High School trying to get for second. And Holy Names holding on. It's going to be a race for second place. And it looks like Holy Names has a little bit on him. And it was 4-2, which means Holy Names was second and Boone was third. You betcha.
Okay, we had a finish in Petite with Space Coast really rowing very, very comfortably to a win. Toss it to you for the first Varsity 4 final.
We go through the lane assignments here in the girls' Varsity 4 grand final. We will know in about 6 minutes who the fastest for the women is in the state of Florida. In lane 1, Sebastian River. Lane 2, Jacksonville Beach. Lane 4, Stewards. Lane 5, Pinecrest. And lane 6, Gainesville. And the crews are being pulled now. Again, I told you we had a flag momentarily here, and we're going to have a start in the women's Varsity 4 grand final. Flag is up and down. We have a start. Girls Varsity 4 final on the race course. And pushing out to a little bit of a lead in their maroon boat is Jacksonville Episcopal in lane 2, and incredibly close behind them as we come about 150 meters into our race course here. Beautiful flat water here at Benderson Park. It is Jacksonville Episcopal with a deck advantage over Too Close to Call. 3 crews right behind them, a deck off, and they are all of the crews above them. The crew in lane 3, Miami Beach. Lane 5, all right there. But your second place boat is the boat. Oh man, as they hit 250 up front, Jacksonville Episcopal just got reeled in, and now it's a 3-boat race for the gold medal at 300 meters between Jacksonville Episcopal, Miami Beach, and Stewards. Miami Beach. So Stewards had it there for a second. Now Miami Beach has grabbed it, but literally the lead is about a foot for Miami Beach and their blue Hudson. I can see that blue boat just about 2 feet now on. Has about 2 feet on Jacksonville Episcopal. And your fourth place crew is Pinecrest in a bucket-rigged white boat in lane 5. And connected with all the boats remains the boat up in lane 1 from Sebastian River. So very close racing here. Oh, and Stewards, they want a taste of the lead. At 500 meters, it will be Stewards by about 1 foot over Miami Beach. Race, this one is shaping up to be with 4 boats still connected here for 3 medals. It is a half a seat advantage, maybe a full seat now for Stewards Foundation in lane 4, white boat, white blades. These ladies are wearing orange hats or visors, and they're just sitting on that one seat advantage over Miami Beach above them in that blue boat. Miami Beach hanging on to about a 4-seat advantage on third place. Jacksonville Episcopal. Episcopal now with 1 seat open water to fourth place, which is Pinecrest. Pinecrest trying to hang on to fourth place over fifth place Sebastian River. The halfway point where we will leave them off. I can see the drone. You're probably getting unbelievable shots. You cannot believe just how close this thing is at the halfway point. It is a 2-seat lead for Stewards over Miami Beach. Miami Beach with 3/4 of a length over third place Jacksonville Episcopal. Great race in the women's Varsity 4. I'll give it to you, Joe.
Excellent. Thank you, David.
Okay, you've got an overhead shot right now. You can see the tridents on the back of Stewards Foundation as they're pressing out, trying to break open against Miami Beach. And then off further over there is the red crew from Jacksonville. So here they go. They're going to start swinging around, get the last 500 here. And we'll get a nice shot. There it is. And it is the bow of Miami Beach is at the 3-person of Stewards Foundation. So it's right at about a half a length. It is definitely in doubt. These ladies have got to really hook it in and hold it on. And we could see our trailing crews from Gainesville, Pinecrest. But there is the lead crew of Stewards Foundation in that white boat, and Miami Beach in the blue boat. And now Stewards Foundation's trying to break the field. They're almost up to a length, and it's almost a perfect chevron. Look, it's a straight line going all the way across. And they have broken the field. And it's Stewards Foundation with open water. Miami trying to walk back in, but Stewards Foundation is holding them off. And it's now open water. It's open water from Stewards Foundation. Back to Miami Beach. Back to Jacksonville. And they're trying, there we go, swinging it away in. It's Stewards Foundation with the tridents coming into the finish line. They now have more open water. Our state champions, Stewards Foundation, silver medalist, Miami Beach. Bronze medalist, Jacksonville Episcopal.
Oh, it was a great race there, David. Stewards Foundation just kept on pouring it on, and they were able to have an open water win back over Miami Beach, who again had another open water back to Jacksonville Episcopal. A great race start to finish. And